GM, GM, GM. It is February 2nd, Sunday. Take a look at the markets today. Crypto, Bitcoin. Since it's a Sunday, start off with the weekly chart. Looks like this week is going to have a lower close than last. Got another 11 and a half hours left on this candle from 7 days, but I don't think it's going to make another run up to the highs. Not the way it looks anyway. Anything can happen. We have our market structure is bearish after it broke this level right in here. Switched up to bearish. The bands are bullish. The ribbon is also bullish. Green over yellow over red. Just like a stop sign. Green means go. Although the market structure is bearish, we are still just consolidating up in this area up here after a beautiful run. As you can see, when we have a big run here, we got 140 days, and then our consolidation is 244 days. So we had a run, just spitballing, roughing it here, you know what I mean. 49 days. How long are we going here? So far we're at 63. Trend, consolidate. Trend, consolidate. That's the way the markets move. So as of right now, we are still consolidating up in these highs. If we do lose this level here, 93.5, sorry, then I think some caution is to be warranted if we have a weekly close below that level. But as of right now, we are holding up pretty nicely on the weekly. Go down to the daily here. We are stuck in between the boxes, support and resistance, side to side. Our daily market structure is bearish. We had the bullish bands here, crossed the bands bearish, tried to go bullish again. Nope. Finally, we did go bullish, holding above it. And as you can see, the bands are now beginning to compress. They are getting smaller. They may actually flip to bearish. We are fighting with the 50 period moving average here. As you can see, it respected it, held it, did have a close below it, big wick, and it did go up to make new highs. It's a good sign, but it more held the 100 than it did the 50. When you really think about it that way, the 50 reaction didn't make a new high, but I'll call that it's within the range of the 100. That's what made a new high. It looks like it is respecting the 100 period moving average, EMA. So yeah, right now things are looking like we're in a pullback. So because we broke this level here, straightest line ever, but because we broke that level right there, I do expect a higher low to form, and that 100 period would be a good spot to target. Crowd online sentiment would be pretty bearish. What is the market going down? Well, let me say it this way. Too many people are in alts, not enough people are in Bitcoin. So far, short of select alts, more people have been in alts. Only select ones have been running. As a whole, Bitcoin has outperformed the overall market. I'll get to that in a sec here. So, on the 4-hour chart, we just recently broke. I think it was, what low did we break? Anyway, that's the market level right there. We broke that level. I think it's that level right there. Looking to break it anyway. Close where we are. Bearish market structure, bearish bands. The ribbon is still positive, but it is beginning to slope down. on the 4 hour. Yeah, it's pretty much sitting at the level that it needs to hold on the 4 hour chart here. This is the interim, rather. 4 hour market structure is all the way up here. That's after this one. That's where that level came from. So if this level breaks here, that is the true 4 hour market structure level. 98.7. Your interim levels here. Maybe you can make a pop back above it and flip it back bullish again. Let's take a look at some bid depth here. Come over here to CoinGlass. Let's look on the 4 hour chart. It's what we're on. In the area we're in right now, our bid depth is all bullish. 5% away, 3% away, 1% away. There's a good amount of bid depth, even 1% below price here. Last time we were at this level was in here. As we came down, we're at the same level. We have more bid depth now than we did then. We don't in the 3, the 5% we do. Overall, we have more support here right now than we did last week, a couple days ago anyway. So if this can hold, of course, price has to confirm. If a wave of sellers come in, we can head for lower. But as of right now, it does seem to be a good level of support in this area, according to how many bids are below versus above. Let's take a look at some Ethereum. Weekly chart for Ethereum doesn't look as good. Overall, its range is much higher, or rather is much wider. We did have there. Let's see. So there, get rid of that 50 line. It's only useful sometimes. There we are. There's our main range. We broke down in the weekly, popped back above it, and now it's headed back down towards this low down here. So yeah, we did always hold market structure. There's the market structure. Our weekly market structure is all the way down here. Right there, there's our weekly market structure. So it is quite a ways away. Looks like we are going to break this interim structure. ETH is not nearly as nice looking as Bitcoin. Bitcoin's up near the highs. ETH is not. From a daily perspective, I did speak a couple days ago about if it could break this trend line, we could have a run up towards the daily block above. Tried, failed. Didn't make that. It was a rejection, false breakout. We did fall back down into our daily block here. Daily market structure is bearish. Daily bands are bearish. Daily ribbon is still in the bullish order, but again, starting to roll over. If this day closes where it is, that will set a new market structure of 3,300. But I'll wait till the candle closes in 12 hours. There's a possibility we'll bounce back up. We shall see. We are in a support area, so it can hold. There is probabilities that this area will hold until it doesn't. ETH versus Bitcoin. You can see where it tried on that candle that had the failed breakout. And now it's just coming back. I did mention that this is too steep of a trend line, really, when you look at things. But it is the first gauge. It is holding above it. So that is the first sign that a bottom could be here. Double bottom. Did close over the previous swing. So could be, But overall, yeah, I'm not interested in ETH versus Bitcoin. It's just down. We are in a weekly block down there from a long time ago, 2021. So are the orders still sitting there? I don't know. But I don't trade ETH Bitcoin like that. I'd rather be in it when these bands flip bullish, which they haven't been bullish since 2022. Beginning first month of 2023. So it's been 2 years. So for the last 2 years, you're better off owning Bitcoin. Solana. Take a look at Stall. Doesn't look too bad. We have our, what was the close on that week? 252.92, 252.56. So that's our high still. Our market structure will be down here. It's quite a ways away. You can just mark our interim structure here. Right. Anyway, on the weekly, still looking good. Did wick false breakout over the highs, back in, closed below. Solana looks like we're headed back down towards the bottom here. Back down to test this trend line again. That's what it looks like. Not a very good week here for Solana. Overall, minus 13% on the week. Whereas Bitcoin is down 4%. Ouch. That'll reflect in Solana BTC chart. We'll get there in a sec. From the daily, you can see these levels I have marked here. There's our trend line. Looks like it's on its way back down to test it again. Our daily market structure is way below where it ran up to. This is just a mean reverting market over the longer term. It is heading back down. The bands are about to flip bearish again. I do expect a higher low to form somewhere above this daily market structure. This daily block here was being respected. It doesn't look like it is anymore. I'll close below it and I'll get rid of it. We shall see. Market didn't really like this weekend. A couple down days. Solana versus Bitcoin. Again, we are in this sideways range that we've been in since the end of 2023. Just a little over a year sideways versus Bitcoin. Back and forth, top to bottom, runs up to the top. Now we're back on our way down to the bottom. So since, well, for a year now, you might as well have owned Bitcoin or Solana. If you can stomach the swings in price of Solana, you're overall-ish about the same as owning Bitcoin. One hasn't outperformed the other. But until this blue trend line breaks from its very high, until this channel breaks to the upside, I'll just keep holding Bitcoin. Although based on its, maybe worth a trade into Solana if it gets back down to the bottom of this range. Because let's look at the weekly here. You're looking here, you would have 50% increased your stack of Bitcoin. I mean, bottom to top, but you know, bottom of this range to top of this range is a good play. You know, for holding Solana for a couple weeks there, 3 or 4 weeks, you know, you would have gained 32%. And just like here, owning it for that 5 weeks, you would have lost 30% of your Bitcoin had you swapped into Solana. So the whole goal is to grow the Bitcoin stack. Now let's take a look at total market cap here. Does kind of look like Bitcoin, dragged down a little bit by the alts. We are in this sideways range. Daily market structure is bullish. The bands just flip bearish. Ribbon's bullish. Sideways, sideways, sideways after this nice run up from the Trump election. But now compare that to, let's say, others. Here's alts just getting slammed versus Bitcoin. Total market cap is held up by Bitcoin. Others is outside the top 10, so it is taking a beating. Daily block not holding anymore, not if it can close here. Daily market structure is bearish, bands are bearish. Ribbon's still bullish, but again, like a couple of the others, it is beginning to rotate down. So GM to that, the overall, we are still in this sideways range, top to bottom. It does look like it is beginning to roll over here from the top. I do expect a higher low to form. 100 period moving average does look like a good spot, I would say, as it's coming up. GM.